What should you think about before choosing coverage? What type of work you do, whether you have employees, vehicles, or commercial property, and what risks have the biggest financial impact? There's quite a few considerations you need to think about when choosing your business insurance. Hello and welcome back to the My Insurance People channel. Glad you could join us today. Today we're going to get into Business Insurance 101. I'm sure you have a lot of questions and maybe this will provide the answers that you're looking for. If you own a business, you know there's a lot of risk involved, but do you know how business insurance actually works? Business insurance can be complicated, but at its core, it's about protecting what you've built. From liability claims to property damage, it all comes into play with business insurance. Think of business insurance as a safety net. It helps cover from unexpected costs from property damage, liability, and even sometimes legal claims. All these types of risks can set your business back or close the doors. Different types of coverages are for different types of risks, and we're going to get into that today. The most common types of business insurance are your general liability or your business owners, your workers' compensation, your commercial auto, and your commercial property. We'll also touch on commercial umbrella and bonds. Your liability insurance is what it sounds like. It's going to cover liability, property damage, and mistakes that you did not intend to make. Each job contains its own risks, whether you're a painter, whether you're a roofer, whether you're a handyman. There are a bunch of risks that the insurance companies have to take into account so they can come up with your premium amount. Your general liability is going to cover injuries and property damage. Professional liability is going to cover your mistakes and errors in work. Your employment practices liability are going to cover claims at the workplace. And the types of claims that these cover are going to be your hiring and workplace conduct. Have you or one of your employees ever suffered an injury while on the job? Well, that's where workers' comp takes place. It takes action if you were to fall off a ladder, for example, while you're painting, you break your leg and you cannot work. It will replace some of your lost wages as well as injury and hospital care. In Virginia, it's required by law if you have 3 or more employees, but if you have an employee that is not a family member, I recommend getting workers' comp insurance. Workers' comp is important. I've been writing workers' comp for over 10 years, and it's one of those policies that you don't think you need until you need it. Your business auto or your commercial auto obviously is going to cover your business while on the road. Even though you may be the boss, you have employees that are driving and they need to be covered correctly out there. They need to be covered correctly while driving your vehicles, and you also need to know what type of driver they are before you add them to your policies. A quick MVR or a DMV check will eliminate any bad drivers from your schedule and also give you insight onto how they drive out there. Commercial auto insurance is just like private passenger automobile insurance. Things are going to be covered if you get in an accident. They're going to cover the other people's property as well as your own if you have full coverage on your vehicle. Your commercial property is going to cover your office items. It's going to cover the building if you own it, the contents of your business in there, and also it's going to cover liability claims that happen on your premises. Commercial property is obviously very important to cover your assets, again, for the business that you've built. Like dwelling insurance is going to cover for certain weather-related incidents, fire, theft, and any other coverages that you might request. Even if you rent your space, your commercial property coverage is going to cover all of your business needs. Now, commercial umbrella insurance, this is, think of an umbrella. It goes over your liability limits on your existing general liability policies. So what that means is if your existing general liability policy has $1 million limit and your commercial umbrella has a $2 million limit, after the $1 million limit is reached in a claim, the other $1 million will take effect for your commercial umbrella policy. Commercial umbrella is another safety net, again, that goes over top of your main liability limit on your general liability or business owner policy. To gain some jobs, some customers ask for your commercial umbrella, and it's always best to have a commercial umbrella if you think the $1 million limit does not suffice. And especially doesn't suffice in your line of work. If you're building $2 million buildings, $1 million might not suffice in liability. If you're building $5 million commercial buildings, then you need a commercial umbrella policy. And the last one are bonds. Bonds provide financial assurance for contracts and performance obligations. What should you think about before choosing coverage? What type of work you do, whether you have employees, vehicles, or commercial property? And what risks have the biggest financial impact? There's quite a few considerations you need to think about when choosing your business insurance. That's why it is very important for you to talk to your agent. Here at My Insurance People, we're an independent agency serving the Southwest Virginia region. If you have any questions or concerns, or maybe it's about time to shop your insurance, feel free to holler at us here at My Insurance People. The phone number, as always, is 540-401-6789. You can reach me directly there by call or SMS text message, as well as email me at cf@myinsurancepeople.com. If you like this video or any others, feel free to give us a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and comment any questions you might have, and I'll get back to you. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next one.